of a leader, not a follower.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at the 76ers, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings. And of course, Atlanta, a game back.
Checking out Philadelphia, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then there's George, then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Barlow in at the 4-man spot. And for the Hawks, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1. And tonight, both of these teams relying on their depth as injuries have taken their toll, Legs.
Boy, and it makes it so tough to maintain continuity under these circumstances because the regular rotations just aren't there. It's really just a matter of weathering the storm.
And you never know. With injury comes opportunity. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
He's off on the second. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Their last encounter in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the Sixers.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
When a defense is under attack like that, it can get into their head and break their will. I think that's exactly what we saw.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Inside. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risache. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
And he sinks the second, quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
And it's Maxey missing. Daniels up top. His last outing, he had 18 points. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. That's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard.
He said, quote, "To put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal." We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
Well, Maxey likes when the pace picks up, and you saw it right there. No hesitation on that catch and shoot.
Back to Daniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. And Atlanta misses again.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
George outside. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Out left to the wing. Here's Embiid. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
For 3, Maxey. Hawks trail by 5. Risache with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. From behind the arc. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Edgecombe, covered by Daniels. Pass to Maxey. The 3 ball. Knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 5 now.
Right back at you. Tyrese Maxey showing you his competitiveness.
Outside Risache. Daniels outside. Clock at 6. Rebound by Philadelphia. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. Number 1, Jalen Johnson.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Pass to Risache. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Risache will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Outside Maxey. George left side. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia needs to get off the shot. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by George. Maxey's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Outside Maxey. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Daniels. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Alexander Walker.
And, you know, if you look at Daniels' numbers, he's done a great job improving those assist totals.
Again, the Sixers score.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Pass to Johnson. To the inside, Alexander Walker. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And the basket is good. Maxi's got 13.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Edgecombe, covered by Alexander Walker. Screen by Embiid. Looking now at some numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. And he throws it down with one hand.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Screen by Embiid. For 3. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
And he drops the first. All right, Tim, when you look around the league and you see teams overachieving, what's behind that typically?
Yeah, Brian, typically when you see something like that, it's because a couple of role players have gotten off to a really hot start. The question is, can those guys sustain that over the long term? If that's the case, then that team could take a leap forward.
Here's Edgecombe, coming off a 22-point game against Indiana. To the middle. And the jam by George.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for the Hawks. Outside, Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Newell from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here is Maxey. He's got 13. Got a hand on it. Kennard on the wing. Back to Daniels. Stolen. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Daniels. Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Fires the 3. Okongwu with the rebound. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game. And Atlanta misses again. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I tried hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Alexander Walker, coming off a 22-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Down low. Here's Newell. And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft VJ Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And Tim, we'd heard Hawks players in the past saying this team lacked an identity. You think one's emerging?
Well, offensively, they're still centered around the playmaking of Trae Young, and defensively, they're starting to establish a culture. It's headlined by Dyson Daniels.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. That free throw's good from Maxey. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
They get it again. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Now here's Maxey. 16 points for him. Pass to Edgecombe. From the high post. Drummond. The rebound by Krejci. Hawks trail by 10. Kennard for 3. Pure from three-point range.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Kennard's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Outside Maxey to the left wing. The 3 from Edgecombe. Nails it from 3. Edgecombe's got his second bucket of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Yep, count it.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Maxey. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Atlanta's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Kennard with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Pass to Newell. Back to Kennard. Okongwu, a screen on Maxey. Here's Newell. Here's Krejci. No good on the 3. A minute 4 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Maxey. Lets it fly. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Kicks it out to Kennard. Hits a three-pointer. Kennard's got 6.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 18. The 3 from Edgecombe. Offensive rebound. And Drummond with the jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Here's Newell. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Hawks trail by 9. Okongwu out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Johnson. And it's Wallace in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Philadelphia has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Pass to Newell. Kennard for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Edgecombe, covered by Johnson. For 3, Maxey. He drops it from range. Maxey's got 21.
Well, you just marvel at Tyrese Maxey's talent. He can take over a game now anytime he wants.
Kennard outside. They set the screen. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Maxey. For 3, George. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
That's a beautiful stroke that time by Paul George. If he gets a look from beyond the arc, he is really dangerous.
Okongwu, the pass to Kennard. Back to Okongwu. Pass to Newell. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson from 13 feet. Down it goes.
Well, that is a beautiful mid-range jumper there by Johnson, and not necessarily a strong point in his game, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore it completely defensively.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 21. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Wallace outside. Here's Newell. Walker covering. Back to Wallace. Okongwu, no good. Philadelphia leading by 16. Pass to Edgecombe. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And here's Maxey outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Maxey's got 24.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Gay's checked in for Atlanta. Krejci comes in for Wallace. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, you never know when someone might plateau as a scorer, even a superstar. But his competitiveness separates him from the pack. It motivates him to raise the bar for himself every year, and that raises the bar for his team as well.
Here's Krejci. No made baskets yet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. When Vik Krejci made his NBA debut in 2021, he became just the 5th Czech player in league history, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he's really interesting. Great skill, and he's 6'8".
2 shots.
He shows playmaking instincts, and the last few seasons, he's really shooting the ball much better.
And he knocks down the first one. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that with much more movement on every possession Modern playstyle places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Here's Maxey. The Hawks getting their last shot to go.
Get there.
Here's Edgecombe. 10 points for him. The three is up. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist from Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Hawks trail by 19. Here's Krejci, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Porzingis with a screen on George. Kennard can't get it to go.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Drummond with the screen. Maxey passes to Drummond. Banked it in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent. But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
George against Johnson. Drummond with the screen. Maxey passes to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Clock at 4. Releases. Kennard with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Krejci. Porzingis high post. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And that one drops. Johnson's got his third basket on the night right there.
I really like when Johnson is finding his own offense like this, particularly when he's that close to the basket.
Maxey on the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Here's Krejci. Maxey covering. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Krejci, the pass to Kennard. Now here's Johnson. Over Edgecombe. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Left side Maxey. This one for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Maxey's got 32 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Krejci. Maxey covering. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Kennard. Back to Okongwu. Over Drummond. Okongwu with the bucket. Okongwu's got 4 points in the quarter.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now here's Maxey. 32 points in the game for him. It's tipped. Now Kennard. Left side Johnson. Outside Porzingis. Krejci, the pass to Johnson. Now Okongwu. 19-footer. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Edgecombe. Defended by Kennard. George outside. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Maxey. And again, it's Philadelphia.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Here's Krejci. Kennard outside. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Pass to Edgecombe. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep. Edgecombe's got 13.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Krejci, the pass to Kennard. Out to the wing. Porzingis in the post. Drummond's there, and that one's good. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Here's Edgecombe. 13 points in the game. Pass to Maxey. Let's go with a three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
George against Kennard. Here's Krejci. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey from the arc. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back to you, Brian.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Ricochet comes in for Johnson. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kennard. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Krejci.
Yeah, and you talk about presence in this league. That's something Joel Embiid certainly has. As soon as he steps on the court, you have to adjust everything you're doing to account for him.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Edwards, he's checked in for George. And Embiid drops them both. Here's Daniels. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. To the inside, Gay, and he jams it home with authority.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
43 seconds left in the second period. Embiid from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Daniels. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you gotta be excited about Ricochet's future in this league.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Maxey. Lets the three fly. Good D by Daniels. Here's Gay. Lets it go from deep. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Sixers on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. And thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make or miss league, and that's mostly true.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Knicks, I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W, man.
A positive group with a lot of confidence. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Legs.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Quentin Grimes out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's George. And it's Barlow in at the 4.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Reza Shea. Right side Johnson. Porzingis. He can't hit that time. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. Barlow with a bucket.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Now here's Alexander Walker. The 3 from Reza Shea. Rebound by Philadelphia. Grimes with the ball. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Grimes has got his first bucket in this one.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Outside Reza Shea. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Paul George. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all defense. Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Edwards comes in for George, and it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. And he's good on the second.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Risache as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
Here's Edgecombe. He's got 13 for 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence, even when he misses. The 3 from Reza Shea. And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The 2K leaderboard from the real NBA. The league leaders in points off turnovers. The fourth spot held by Atlanta.
This is a squad that will tax you for any mistake or loose ball. They know how to snatch the rock and run flat out to make sure they capitalize.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Outside Edwards. Fires for three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Daniels passes to Porzingis. Outside, Alexander Walker. And Atlanta misses again.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Stolen by Daniels. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Rizachet. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
And here is Maxey. 43 points in the game. Down low. And stolen by Porzingis. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Here's Johnson. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Rizachet's got 8.
You know, that's the toughness and intensity scouts want to see from Rizachet. He's got it, but he doesn't always show it yet as a rookie.
There's the double team with Alexander Walker. Screen by Embiid. Barlow passes to Embiid. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Barlow misses. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Daniels. On the wing, Rizachet. Guarded by Edwards. Johnson a screen on Maxey. Daniels. No good from outside.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Now here's Grimes. Covered by Daniels. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
Just 3 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And Atlanta misses again. And the 76ers call time here. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Walker comes in for Barlow, and Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Now here's McCain, covered by Alexander Walker. Outside Grimes. Knocks down the triple. Grimes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Walker. There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Daniels to win the drought. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Outside Grimes. Pass to McCain. Takes the three. Sinks the tray. McCain's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's the pick. The three from Rizachet. Sinks it from distance. Rizachet's got 11 points.
I love how competitive this kid Rizachet is, coming right back with his own triple.
Outside Grimes from downtown, and the 76ers another three.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Porzingis passes to Alexander Walker. That one falls. He has 7.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Now here's Grimes, tightly guarded. Back to McCain. The three, and the three-pointer goes. McCain's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, McCain's confidence right now is off the charts. You saw how ready he was to fire that as soon as he touched it.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. The three from Rizachet. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got rebound number 11.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Alexander Walker. Grimes into the lane. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Rizachet, no good.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Outside Grimes to the middle. And the jam by Drummond.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
On the wing, Rizachet. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. The three from Rizachet. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside McCain. Pass to Grimes. Back to McCain. Now here's Grimes. The three is up. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Rizachet looking to win the run. Misses off the left iron.
It's been a rough quarter for him, not efficient at all.
Now McCain. He has 6. A nice shot by Grimes.
3 points.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Pass to Rizachet. And here's Daniels, covered by Grimes. Oh, deflected. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. And the level of activity these guys bring to defense is special. Here are the league's leaders in steals. Second is Dyson Daniels.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Newell comes in for Risache. Kennard, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Wallace in for Alexander Walker. Inside, Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Outside Edwards. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The putback. Okongwu with the rebound. And for the Hawks, they're shooting a low 28% during this third. Here's Kennard. Pass to Newell. Jacks up a three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside McCain. Right side Edwards. Back to McCain. Six on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. And he knocks the jumper down.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Wallace. No points so far. Pass to Porzingis. Good on the shot.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
And so it's Philadelphia way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jalen Johnson is out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Wallace in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks shooting the rock well at 46%. To the paint. Here's Kennard. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here's McCain. Watch by Wallace. Shot is good by Edwards.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Newell. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Okongwu. Walker covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one drops for him.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. McCain with it. Outside Grimes. And it's off from three-point range.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's McCain. Tight defense on him. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Philadelphia calls timeout. Porzingis. He's checked in for the Hawks. Houston comes in for Kennard. The 76ers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Maxey, beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. George for 3. Here's Edgecombe. Screen by Embiid. 6 to shoot. Pass to Barlow. Launches it. Here's Maxey. Again, Philadelphia.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
For Atlanta, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Wallace outside. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
Maxey finds Embiid, and then Embiid with the dunk.
Oh, he's such a threat to shoot it off pick and roll. You expect Maxey to light it up for himself, so that's a very smart play to give it up and read the defense.
Here's Porzingis, and a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. There's the double with Okongwu. Back to Maxey. George sets a screen. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Wallace outside. Okongwu, a screen on Maxey. Wallace, the pass to Houston. Outside Johnson. 4-3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. To the inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Down low. Here's Embiid. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Well, the defense did everything they could right there, but against a player like Embiid with that kind of power, it's just not enough.
Pass to Okongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Edgecombe's got his 4th rebound in this one. And again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. On the wing, Wallace. Maxey covering. Here's Okongwu. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Okongwu's got 12 points here in the second half.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Wallace with a double team. Fades and shoots. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, and when he's healthy, Embiid has proven that this is what he's capable of every single night.
Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. Here's Wallace. 3-pointer off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Edgecombe. Three-pointer. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Count it. Good. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Here's Edgecombe. It's George on the wing, covered by Johnson. Pass to Edgecombe. Fires from deep. Rebound Atlanta.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wallace. Counted from distance.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Now Maxey. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually, it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Inside, here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Maxey with it. Watch by Wallace. Right wing. The three from Edgecombe. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
They set the pick. Wallace, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Houston. And they're pushing it up. George for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Steps back. And down it goes. 2 points. Okongwu's got 28 points for the game.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Pass to Edgecombe. Again, Philadelphia.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Outside Maxey. Wallace with a double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive. Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
It's George on the wing. Off target from outside. Atlanta's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Tyrese Maxey.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. It's picked off. Wallace outside. Outside Johnson. Back to Wallace. Johnson a screen on Maxey. Wallace misses. To stop the drought. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.